Welcome. My name is Sophia, and today I'll be leading you all through a 60-minute Vinyasa class. For today's practice, we'll be using a block and a strap, but if you're at home and you might not have access to these, you can always supplement with a book or any other hard object for your block. And then for the strap, you can use a scarf or a shirt or even a little blanket if that's easier. But yeah, we'll get started in a seated position at the top of your mat, bringing your heels together, lining them up one another, finding easy pose. If this is uncomfortable for you today, you can always find a comfortable cross leg. So we'll begin by relaxing our palms on top of the knees here. And beginning to notice the breath, whether it may be fast or slow, without changing it just yet. And then we'll begin to start slowly inhaling, lengthening your inhales and equally lengthening your exhales. Maybe finding the Ujjayi pranayama, this victorious breath. It's also ocean sounding, so it's created through constricting your throat as you breathe in. And from here, we'll begin our pranayama practice. So today we'll be doing box breath. So we'll inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4 once again. I'll lead you through about 3 rounds of these, and then we'll take about 3 rounds on our own pace, feeling free to lengthen the inhales or even shorten them if that's more comfortable. Inhale and exhale to prepare. And then inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Last one together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. From here, begin your next inhale and start your own 3 rounds. This breath is a really calming breath. And feel free to use that at any point throughout your daily life to come back and become grounded. One more round. And then once you've completed that round, feel free to set your sankalpa or your intention for today's practice. Maybe sending some of the love you cultivate today on your mat to someone in need. And then from here, we'll begin to start adding movement back into the body. On your exhale, bringing your chin to chest. Inhale, right ear towards right shoulder, maybe pausing here for a nice neck stretch, and your left side. Then exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear towards left shoulder, holding here, feeling the lengthening in the right side of your neck. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. 2 more. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. and exhale, center. For the next 2 breaths, if you'd like to take a full revolution with your neck, feel free to do so, moving in one direction and then back around to the other. And on your next inhale, finding a neutral spine, stacking your ears over top of your shoulders here. And then from this position, we'll take a few shoulder shrugs. Inhaling, bringing your shoulders up towards your ears, and exhale, release down your back. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. One more, inhale, and exhale. Now we'll move in the opposite direction. Inhale and exhale, release down your front body. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Inhale back to a neutral spine, and we'll sweep the arms up overhead. From here, exhale, planting the right palm beside you, sweeping the left arm up overhead for a nice side body stretch on the left side. If you'd like to move a little deeper, you can always tent up your fingers and walk them out a little bit more, moving on to your forearm. If you're on your forearm, making sure both sit bones are equally planted into the mat. One more breath. Then we'll inhale, rising back up onto our palm if we're on the forearms, and all together sweeping both arms up overhead. From here, we'll exhale to plant the left palm beside, sweeping the right arm up overhead this time. If you'd like to move a little deeper, you can tent up the fingers and walk them out beside you, moving on to your left forearm. Once again, if you're on your forearm, making sure that your sit bones are equally planted into the mat, fully grounded. And then on your next inhale, we'll gently pop onto the palm, and then we'll sweep both arms up overhead all together. From here, we'll take a twist, so we'll exhale to twist towards the right side, bringing left palm on top of right knee, and using your right hand behind you as a prop. For a little extra, you can always look over your right shoulder, making sure each vertebrae is stacked one on top of the other here. One more breath. Then inhale, look forward, and exhale, release your bind. Inhale to sweep your arms up overhead, and exhale, twist towards your left side. Right palm on top of left knee, and using your left hand as a prop behind you. Feel free to look over your right shoulder for a little extra. Your left shoulder. One more breath. And then inhale, look forward, and exhale, release your bind. From here, we'll walk the hands out in front of us, finding a tabletop position. From here, we'll take a few cat-cows. So making the shoulders are stacked over the wrists, and the hips are stacked over the knees here. We'll inhale to drop the belly, look up. Now exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. Last one, inhale and exhale. From here, we'll inhale back to a neutral tabletop position, and we'll find thread the needle pose. So we'll inhale to sweep the right arm up overhead, pausing here for one breath. And then on that exhale, we'll thread the right arm through, keeping the left palm planted beside the face. If you'd like, you can always take a bind here, wrapping your left arm around and around your back and reaching for your right hip crease. 2 more breaths here. And then if you took a bind, you can take this time to release, and all together we'll press into the left palm and inhale, sweeping the right arm up overhead. Holding here for 1 breath for the counter pose. And then exhale, planting the right palm beside the left. And then now we'll thread the needle on the left side, keeping your right palm planted. Inhale, sweeping the left arm into the air. Holding here for 1 breath. And then on the exhale, threading the left arm through. Feel free to keep the right palm planted, or if you'd like to take a bind, you can always wrap your right arm around your back and reach for the left hip crease. Two more breaths here. If you took a bind, take this moment to release it. And all together we'll press into the right palm and inhale to sweep the left arm up overhead, holding here for a counter stretch. 1 breath. And then exhale, planting the left palm beside the right. And from here, we'll take a dancing tiger to ring it out. So this is like hip circles, or you can even find spinal bends. Maybe even looking over one shoulder and then the other. Taking any organic movements your body needs here. Feel free to pause in any sticky spaces if you'd like. Allowing yourself 2 more breaths to explore. And then we'll inhale back to neutral spine. And from here, we'll take bird dog. So I'll offer you about 3 variations here, taking whichever one is most comfortable for you today. We'll begin to inhale, sweeping the right arm out in front of you. Feel free to pause here, or if you'd like for a little extra, you can extend the left leg out behind you, flexing your left foot to create a straight line from your fingertips to your heel. You can stay here, or if you'd like to add movement, on your exhale, you can round your spine, elbow to knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, round. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. Holding here for 1 breath. And then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, planting your palm and knee onto the mat. We'll take a few cat-cows to ring it out this time. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. 1 more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale back to neutral spine, and from here we'll take bird dog on the left side. Inhale to sweep your left arm out in front of you. Feel free to pause here, or if you'd like, you can extend the right leg out behind you, flexing your right foot once again. Staying stationary or adding a little bit of movement on your exhale, rounding your spine, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. 1 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Holding here for 1 breath. Then inhale, lengthen. Exhale, planting palm and knee onto the mat. Taking another dancing tiger to ring it out here. You can also do cat-cows if that's what your body is calling for right now. Doing whatever feels the best. 1 more breath wherever you are. Your next inhale brings you back to neutral tabletop position. And from here, we'll tuck the toes and exhale, send the sit bones up and back. For our first down dog of the day, feel free to keep as much bend in your knees as you'd like to create a straight line from your wrists to the shoulders to the hips. You can also pedal out the dog here, bending one knee and then the other, alternating, maybe even matching breath to movement. Inhale to straighten one leg and bend the other. Then exhale to switch. one more breath here. And then on your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, tiptoe to the top of the mat. Finding a half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise slowly, one vertebrae at a time, all the way up. Your head is the last to arrive. And once you arrive, maybe taking a shoulder roll here. Great job, everyone. So we're meeting here in Tadasana Mountain Pose. Big toes together, heels slightly apart. Shoulders are stacked over hips and hips are stacked over knees. Palms are facing forward and your eyes can stay shut. Taking a few breaths here to come back to your sankalpa or intention before we begin our Surya Namaskar A sequence. And then we'll begin. So we'll begin our Surya Namaskar A sequence by starting in Tadasana Mountain Pose. So this sequence is performed matching one breath per one movement, and we'll do about 3 of these to warm up the body. So we'll inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms, stepping back into high plank pose. From here, feel free to drop your knees onto the mat. As you inhale, shift your weight forward, and exhale, release onto the mat in one motion, keeping your elbows pinned beside you, Chaturanga Dandasana. From here, we'll inhale, baby cobra, hands off the mat. Exhale, planting your palms, moving through tabletop, meeting in down dog. We'll take 3 breaths in down dog. While in this pose, aiming to find external rotation in your shoulders. You can also bring your drishti gaze towards your shins, thighs, or even your belly button if that's accessible. One more breath. And then on your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, top of the mat, however you like. Half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, sweeping the hands up overhead. Exhale, Tadasana Mountain Pose. Great job, everyone. We have 2 more. So we'll inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, and we'll move through that Vinyāsa sequence once again. Feel free to bring your knees onto the mat. As you inhale, shift your weight forward, and exhale, release Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, maybe full cobra this time. And exhale, moving through tabletop into down dog. Two more breaths in down dog. Making sure the hands are shoulder width apart and the feet are hips distance apart. Then on your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, top of the mat, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana Mountain Pose. Great job, everyone. Last one. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, stepping back into high plank pose. From here, we'll move through our vinyasa. Feel free to drop your knees onto the mat once again. Inhale to shift your weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, maybe full cobra or up dog this time. And exhale, moving through tabletop into down dog. We have 2 more breaths here. And on your exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, top of the mat. Half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Great job, everyone. Feel free to take a water break here if you'd like, or come back to your breath if you may have lost it. One more breath. And then from here, we'll be in our half mandala sequence. So we'll move around the mat in one direction and then come right back around. So beginning in Tadasana once again, inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, stepping back into high plank pose. From here, feel free to drop your knees onto the mat. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, maybe cobra once again. Exhale, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. From here, we'll inhale, sweeping the right leg into the air. And then exhale, bending the knees, stacking the hips. Feel free to take ankle rolls or even knee rolls if you'd like, making a circle with your knee clockwise and counterclockwise. One more breath wherever you are. Inhale to straighten your legs, squaring your hips. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your left foot in between your hands. Hop your right foot in at a 45-degree angle. And we'll root to rise here, making sure the left knee is stacked on top of the left ankle. Inhale to rise, warrior one. While in warrior one, we want to make sure the hips are square. And your palms can either be together or separated, whichever is most comfortable. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears here. One more breath. And then from here, we'll take humble warrior, so relaxing our arms to our sides. And you can either interlace your fingers behind your back, or if you'd like to use a strap, you can grab two separate ends, whichever is most comfortable. We'll inhale to reach our heart open up towards the sky, and then exhale, fold down the inside of your left knee. We'll take about 2 more breaths here. And on your next inhale, we'll rise all the way up. And then from here, we'll take pyramid pose, so straightening the left leg. You can hop your right foot in a little bit more. Inhale to reach your heart open once again, and then exhale to fold forward. You can keep your bind, or if you'd like to release it, you can bring your hands to either side of your foot for a little more stability. One more breath. Inhale, rise all the way up. From here, we'll take a balance pose. So bringing your hands to heart center, releasing your bind. We'll bring a bend into the left knee and inhale to lift the right foot off the mat, warrior 3. Feel free to look at a single point in front of you and flex your right foot, making sure the hips are square. One more breath. And then on your exhale, we'll step that right foot all the way back into our high crescent lunge. From here, we'll open it up, warrior two. Back foot's at a 90-degree angle, and your left knee is tracking towards your left pinky toe. Just your gaze is towards your left middle finger here. One more breath. And then on your exhale, we'll bring left forearm to the top of left thigh, sweeping the right arm up overhead for extended side angle. If you'd like a little variation, you can always bring your left palm to the inside of your left foot and keeping that right arm extended. You can always use your book or block if that's a little more comfortable for you. One more breath wherever you are. Then we'll inhale, rise back up, warrior two. Flip your left palm and bring the right hand to the back of your right thigh, or reach for your left hip crease for reverse warrior. While in this pose, making sure to maintain the integrity of the bend in your left knee. 2 more breaths. And then inhale back to warrior two. From here, we'll straighten the left knee and pivot towards our right side, bringing heels in, toes out, preparing for goddess squat. So we'll inhale to sweep the arms up overhead, and exhale, squat down, cactusing the arms beside you, making sure you can see both big toes over your knee cliffs here, opening your chest. Feel free to sway side to side if you'd like. With every exhale, maybe sinking a little lower. 1 more breath wherever you are. And inhale, rise all the way up out of your hips. We'll pivot the right toes to face the back of the room and hop the left foot in at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, arms out to a T. Exhale, hinge forward, finding your edge, and gently bring your right palm to your shin, the top of your foot, the inside of your foot, or even finding a big toe bind. Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose. If you'd like, you can also utilize your book or block by bringing it to the inside of your right foot and holding here. Making sure to stack your left shoulder on top of the right and maintain a micro bend in your right knee to protect it. One more breath. And then on your exhale, we'll bring left palm to the top of left hip and bring a nice bend into the right knee. From here, we'll inhale to lift the left foot off the mat. Whoop. And the right hand in front of the right foot. You can always use your block here. This is Ardha Chandrasana half moon. Making sure your hips are open here. One more breath. Then on your exhale, we'll plant the left palm and the right hand back onto the mat, stepping both feet back towards the front of the mat. From here, we'll stay in our plank pose. And if you'd like, you can move through your vinyasa or press into down dog. And from here, we'll inhale, sweeping the right leg into the air. Exhale, bend the knees, stacking the hips. Feel free to take a few ankle rolls here in one direction, then the other, drawing a circle with your knee clockwise and counterclockwise. Then whenever you're ready, inhale, straighten your legs, square your hips. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your right foot in between your hands, hopping your left foot in at a 45-degree angle. Root to rise here. Inhale, sweeping your arms up overhead. Virabhadrasana at 1, warrior 1. Once again, your palms can be together or slightly separated. Shoulders relaxing away from the ears. Just your gaze can be forward or even up towards your thumbs if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge. Two more breaths here. Next, we will take Humble Warrior. So interlacing the fingers behind the back or grabbing either side of a strap. We'll inhale to open our heart up towards the sky and exhale, fold down the inside of the right leg. Humble Warrior. Making sure you're not dumping all of your weight onto that right leg. Two more breaths here. And we'll inhale to rise all the way up. And then from here, we'll straighten the right leg, finding our pyramid pose. We'll inhale to open the heart once again, and exhale, fold. This is Parsvottanasana. If the bind is too much still, you can always bring your palms down to frame your right foot if you'd like. One more breath. And then from here, we'll inhale to rise all the way up, back to standing. And then we'll bring a generous bend into the right knee, and inhale to lift the left foot off the mat, bringing the hands to heart center. While in Warrior 3, you can always take some other arm variations. So your hands can stay at heart center, or if you'd like, you can extend them out beside you, airplane arms, or even directly out in front of you. Whichever variation you choose, that's perfectly okay and perfectly amazing. Two more breaths in Warrior 3. And then from here, we'll inhale, rise, stepping the left foot back towards the front of the room, the front of your mat, finding our high crescent lunge. One breath here. And then we'll exhale, open up Warrior 2. Back foot's at a 90-degree angle. Right knee is tracking towards right pinky toe. Just your gaze towards your right middle finger. You should feel as though someone's pulling on you from either arm. And then on your exhale, bring your right forearm to the top of right thigh, sweeping your left arm up overhead, extended side angle. If you'd like to try that other variation, feel free to do so, bringing your right palm to the inside of your right foot, either on a block or on the mat. We'll be here for 3 breaths. And we'll inhale, rise all the way up, Warrior 2. From here, we'll flip the right palm and bring the left hand to the back of left thigh, reverse warrior. You can either keep your hand on your thigh or reach for your right hip crease, whichever feels most comfortable for you, while also maintaining maintaining the integrity of the bend in your right knee. Two more breaths. And then from here, inhale back to Warrior 2, then straighten your right knee, and then we'll twist towards the left side. bringing the feet parallel to one another here. Inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead, and exhale, fold forward. Wide leg forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. If you'd like, you can keep your palms planted on the mat, bringing a nice bend into your elbows to fold a little deeper. If you feel as though your weight has shifted into your heels, shift it back more towards the center of your foot. Two more breaths. You all are doing amazing. We'll inhale for a half lift. Exhale, hands to hips, and inhale, rise all the way up. From here, we'll pivot the left toes to face the front of the room. Hop the right foot in at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, arms out to a T. Exhale, hinge forward, finding your edge, and gently bring your left hand to the top of left shin, inside of the left foot, or even find that big toe bind. You can always use your block here if that's more comfortable. Stacking right shoulder on top of left here. Just your gaze can be towards the ground or up towards your hand. This is the Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. Then on your exhale, bring your right palm to the top of right hip and the left palm in front of the left foot. We'll inhale the right foot up into the air, flexing it, opening the hips. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. For an extra challenge, you can always bring your hands to heart center, or maybe one at a time, keeping your right hand towards your heart. Be here for 2 more breaths. And then on your exhale, we'll plant the right palm, stepping both feet back into high plank pose. From here, we'll press into down dog. From down dog, we'll move on to our knees. And finding our child's pose, big toes together, knees wide apart, we'll exhale to send the sit bones back towards the heels. Forehead rests on the mat. While in this pose, feel free to come back to your breath, or even take a water break if you like. From here, on your next inhale, we'll shift our weight forward into the hands, tucking the toes and exhale into down dog. Next, we'll take a hip opening sequence. Inhale to sweep your right leg into the air. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your right foot in between your hands, dropping your left knee onto the mat, untucking your toes. Inhale, rise. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. We'll be here for 1 more breath. And then exhale, planting your palms to either side of your foot. We'll heel toe the foot towards the right edge of the mat, plugging the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. For our lizard lunge, you can stay here, or if you'd like on your exhale, you can move on to your forearms, whether that be onto a block or to the mat. Wherever you are, we'll take about 3 more breaths here. inhale, heel toe the foot towards the center of the mat. Inhale here and exhale. Send the sit bones back towards the heel, straightening your right leg. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. We'll inhale for a half lift here and exhale to fold a little deeper, keeping your palms planted to either side of your leg. One more breath. We'll inhale to shift the weight forward. And then from here, we'll tuck the left toes, bringing the knee off the mat and stepping the right foot back. You can either move through your vinyasa or press in a down dog. One more breath in down dog. Then we'll begin the sequence on the left side. Inhale, sweep the left leg into the air. Exhale, knee to chest, and gently plant your left foot in between your hands, dropping your right knee onto the mat, untucking your toes. Inhale, sweeping your arms up overhead. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. One more breath here. And then we can exhale to fold forward, planting the hands. Heel toe the foot towards the left edge of the mat, plugging the left shoulder to the inside of the left knee, lizard lunge. Once again, you can stay on your palms, or if you'd like, on your exhale, you can move on to your forearms. Either way, you're still getting a very good hip opening. While in this pose, you want to make sure that your back is flat here. So if you need to stay on your palms to maintain that flat back, feel free to do so. One more breath. Then we'll inhale to come up onto the palms, and then all together heel toe the foot towards the center of the mat. Inhale in Anjaneyasana, and exhale, send the sit bones back towards your heels. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. You can inhale for a half lift and exhale to fold a little deeper. One more breath. And then you can inhale to shift your weight forward. And from here, we'll tuck the right toes, bringing the knee off the mat and stepping the left foot back to meet the right. Feel free to move through your vinyasa or press in a down dog. Then from here, we'll exhale to bend your knees, look forward. Inhale as gracefully as you can to a seated pose at the top of your mat. From here, we'll begin a yin sequence that I really like. So yin, you typically hold the poses for about 3 minutes, but for today's practice, we'll be holding them for about 6 breaths apiece. So we'll begin in Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Feel free to open, bringing the soles of your feet together, and feel free to open your feet up like a little book, maybe giving yourself a massage if that feels really nice. Then we'll inhale to open our hearts and exhale to fold forward, keeping your elbows pinned beside you, maintaining length in the back here. inhale, we'll gently make our way back up into Baddha without the fold. And from here, we'll keep the left leg out in front, bringing the shin parallel to the front edge of your mat. And then opening your right leg out to the side, bringing the inside heel towards the mat. This is deer pose. So we'll inhale to sweep the arms up overhead and exhale to fold forward. You can stay on your forearms here if you'd like, or gently move onto your onto your palms if that feels a little more comfortable. About 3 more breaths. And then on your next inhale, we'll gently make our way onto our hands. Then we'll extend the right leg out behind us, moving into our pigeon pose. So the left heel comes closer to the right hip here. We can stay on our palms, or if you'd like on your exhale, you can move onto your forearms, maybe making a little pillow with your hands. Well, in this pose, you want to make sure that the weight is evenly distributed through both hips. About 3 more breaths. And on your inhale, slowly make your way up onto your palms. Then we'll move on to the left hip and swing the right foot up and bring the right heel to right ankle on top of the left knee. This is called fire log pose, so I can turn to face you so you can see where we are. So the right foot is across the left knee. And if you'd like, you can always bring your block or book in between. You can also use a pillow here if that's a little more comfortable. This is just to open up the hips. So you can stay sitting, or if you'd like on your exhale, you can fold forward onto your palms once again. About 4 more breaths wherever you are. And on your next inhale, we'll slowly walk our way onto our palms. And then we'll gently unwind our legs, bringing both soles of the feet onto the mat, and windshield wiping our knees side to side, bringing them to one and then the other. Then we can inhale back to center, keeping the soles of your feet planted here. And then we'll bring the right leg across, right shin parallel to the front of the mat, then bending the left knee, inner ankle to the top of the mat here. For deer pose, inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, exhale to fold forward. You can make a little pillow with your hands once again if that feels comfortable. And on your next inhale, we'll gently make our way up onto the palms, extending the left leg out behind us, and bringing the right heel closer to the inside of your left hip for Pigeon Pose. We'll inhale to open the heart and exhale to fold forward, maybe making a little pillow with your hands and resting your forehead on top, making sure the hips are evenly distributed in weight. And on your next inhale, we'll gently make our way back up onto our palms. Then we'll come onto the right hip and swing the left leg around, finding our fire log pose once again. So left ankle is on top of right knee this time. And this is our fire log. Once again, if you'd like, you can bring your block or a pillow in between your knee and your ankle, making it a little more comfortable. And we can inhale for a heart opener, staying sitting if you like, or for a deeper hip stretch, you can always fold forward. This is also called double pigeon pose. About 2 more breaths here. And on your inhale, slowly rise up onto your palms. And from here, we'll gently unwind the legs, bringing both soles of the feet onto the mat. Windshield wiping our legs side to side. And then from here, we'll find a little last bit of core activation. So first, it's boat pose. So we'll inhale to bring the shins parallel to the mat and the arms beside them, holding here for 2 breaths. And then on your exhale, finding canoe pose or low boat. And then exhale, fully release. Great job, everyone. From here, we'll take excuse me. We'll take a few supine twists. And beginning to inhale the right knee into the chest. We'll inhale here, giving ourselves a big hug, and exhale, release the right knee towards the left side, maybe opening the arms up out to a T and looking over your right shoulder for a little extra. One more breath here. And inhale back to center. We'll hug the right knee into the chest and switch legs, bringing the left knee in and extending the right leg out. Inhaling here, and exhale, release the left knee towards the right side, opening the arms out to a T, and looking over your left shoulder for a little extra. inhale back to center. Hugging both knees into the chest this time. Maybe moving side to side, massaging your tailbone. Moving in a circle if you like. Going one direction then the other. And then from here we'll find sleeping tiger. So extending the legs out in front of us, up towards the sky, and the arms up as well. This is sleeping tiger. It's a nice inversion pose, allowing all the blood to rush back into our body, into our core. Two more breaths here. Exhale, we'll bring knees to chest once again. On the inhale, giving yourself a big hug, maybe even lifting your shoulders and head off the mat. And then exhale, Shavasana, lengthening your legs out in front of you, arms beside you, taking up as much space as you need, allowing your eyes to flutter shut here. Fully relaxing and surrendering. Relaxing your toes, relaxing your feet, relaxing your ankle, relaxing your shins, relaxing your calves, relaxing your knees, relaxing your thighs, relaxing your hips, relaxing your stomach, relaxing your chest, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your arms, relaxing your hands, relaxing your fingers, relax your neck, relax your face, unfurrow your brow, and remove the hold of your tongue from the roof of your mouth, fully relaxing. Beginning to start adding movement back into your fingertips and your toes. Maybe wiggling them. Inhale, sweeping your arms up overhead, maybe pointing your toes for a good morning stretch. And then exhale, release onto your favorite side in the fetal position. And then from here, gently pressing your way into a seated pose at the top of your mat. And together we'll take one last breath. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to forehead. May you have peaceful thoughts. To your lips, may you have peaceful words. And to your heart, may you have peaceful actions. Thank you all so much for coming today and showing up for yourselves. Namaste. Thank you all so much again for coming and joining me today. I had a great time and I hope you did too. If you could please fill out the survey that's linked in the description box below, I would really appreciate it. Give me any feedback, anything you liked, anything you didn't like. I would really appreciate to hear from you. But yeah, thank you all so much again for joining me, and I hope to see you soon.